Kobibhiriritam kalmashapaham Sravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grinanti e Bhuridajanaha. It's a very interesting discussion that we will listen today. In the last time, we were listening from Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. He was discussing about the upasana, the different type of worships. And here we find that in the Yoga Vasishta Prakaran, etc., we have quoted, he is constantly asking us to go to holy company, get the guidance from the holy, and to get inspiration from that. And then he is telling about that lighting the lamp of knowledge in the chamber of your heart, behold the face of the Mother, the embodiment of the Brahman. And this is very special. And afterwards, today, he is talking about everyone can attain knowledge. Now, Sri Ramakrishna, he is to worship Goddess Kali. But at the same time, this same Sri Ramakrishna is talking about, he is a bhakta, he is a devotee, but at the same time he is talking about the highest knowledge. Everyone can attain knowledge, and there are two entities. Very simple. The moment we talk about the knowledge, the Vedanta and the Veda, and we are confused. We think this is something very, very special, something not all people can understand. Here, Sri Ramakrishna makes it so simple. He says, everyone can attain knowledge. So this everyone, this word, we must understand. There is no discrepancy. There is a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or the Hindu, or the Christian, or Islam, nothing like that. Anyone trying, any human being trying to know, and he can attain that knowledge. And why? Only two entities. What are the two entities? One is individual soul, Jivatma, and then Paramatma, the Supreme Soul. Only these are the two, Jivatma and Paramatma. Through prayer, now this is very special. Where we are going? To the knowledge. What we are going to achieve? The goal of the Jnana Marga, the path of knowledge. What is that? Unity of Paramatma and Jivatma. Unity of everything and the knowledge of Advaita. Through, now he says, prayer. Through prayer, all individual souls can be united to the Supreme Soul. This is the speciality of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. He is combining the path of love, bhakti, and the path of knowledge at the same time. Why? Because the result is the same. How could he know? Because he has practiced both and all the paths. And that's why categorically, in a simple way, I can explain. But most of the people, we only talk about our path, but not about the goal. And then we are very much eager to spread about the path that I have chosen, and that's called fanaticism. That's called the narrowness. So here it says, everyone can attain knowledge. There are two entities, Jivatma, the individual soul, Paramatma, the Supreme Soul. And through prayer, all individual soul can be united to the Supreme Soul. But what we need is a zeal. Zeal for God, the Lord. And that zeal, when we are eager to know God, what happens? In the words of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, that eat up the lust and anger. The lust and anger, lust is, what is that lust? It is a craving. And when that craving is not satisfied, what happens? Anger. So when you read Sri Ramakrishna's words, they are so simple, but at the same time so profound. And the true seekers of spirituality must know this, must read this, and must try to understand this, and then only it is possible. Zeal for God the Lord eat up the last anger and other passions. The moment there are passions, when there is all these things are absent, what remain? A purified mind. What is that purified mind? Only longing for God, love for God, desire to know God, and nothing else. And what other things are there? The worldly things. In the worldly things, in the worldly matter, there are so many varieties of things are there, but they are all temporary. So this is called knowledge. Everything that we get is nothing but the temporary, and only the God is permanent. When the God is permanent, why not go for that? They say that in all being, the love, first it begins with liking. So when I read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, I start liking those words. That's the first stage of love, the liking. So that liking begins, and then it comes the love. Then ultimately this is Anuraga. What is that Anuraga? One-pointed love. Every moment of thought, our sight, our taste, our smell, our sound, touch, everything reminds the beloved. That condition of mind is called Anuraga Bhakti. The Sanskrit it says Anuraga, Raga and Anuraga. Raga means attachment, and Anuraga means attachment but for God. That Anuraga, that love, one-pointed love, and love which doesn't understand anything else but the God or the object of love, and that is called Anuraga. The sight, taste, smell, sound, touch. Every time. These are the five organs. And whatever these five organs are doing is coming down, coming back to the mind, but bringing only one pointed thing, and that is called God, and this is Anuraga Bhakti. Through Anuraga comes Jnana, or the knowledge. Knowledge of Advaita, oneness. So this point we must remember, and this is so important, so very important. Only once we understand this, all the differences between different type of groups of thoughts goes away. So that is called Anuraga Bhakti, and through Anuraga comes the knowledge. Knowledge that do not differentiate Jiva, Jagat and Brahma. Knowledge that do not differentiate Jeev, Jagat, Brahma, individual soul, the world and the Brahman. This condition of mind is known as Akhanda Chaitanya Drishti. Akhanda Chaitanya Drishti. No khanda. Khanda means parts. Akhanda, there is no parts. Chaitanya, consciousness. Drishti, that is the sight. Sister Nivedita said about Swamiji, to him there was no secular or sacred. Sometimes we always think that this is the secular and this is the sacred. And this place is the sacred place and this is the secular place, worldly things. But Swami Vivekananda, everything, it became the sacred. Why? Because that Akhanda Chaitanya Drishti, the sight, the feeling, the understanding, it all became only one. And that is why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, in his wonderful Bengali song, he sang, জ্ঞান দীপ জেলে ঘরে ব্রহ্মময়ীর রূপ দেখো না। জ্ঞান deep jele ghare. That deep means that's the light. Light of what? Jnana, the knowledge. And you have to see the Brahmamayi. Who is that Brahmamayi? The full of nothing but Brahman. Complete Brahman. Roop dekho na, mukh dekho na. You have to see the face of that Brahman in the form of Mother Kali. So that is what Sri Ramakrishna is telling, lighting the lamp of knowledge, behold the face of Divine Mother. The same thing has been excellent way, in a beautiful way, it has been explained in the Shiva Samhita. The Shiva Samhita, it says, Chaitanyad Sarvam Utpannam. Very simple Sanskrit. Chaitanyad Sarvam Utpannam Jagat etat characharam tasmat sarvam parityajya chaitanyastu samashrayet. Ashrayet, you must hold on. Ashraya means taking the refuge. Samashrayet, completely taking the refuge. In what? Chaitanya. Why? Because from Chaitanya, from that consciousness, sarvam, everything, utpannam, created. What are those everything? Jagat, the whole universe. This etat means this. And chara, achara, sentient, insentient, living and at the same time non-living. So that the life without life, everything has been created, projected from the consciousness. Tasmat sarvam parityajya, therefore renouncing everything. Why? The Shiva Samhita, it is all the time asking us to do this. Why? Because ultimate thing is the peace, the bliss. And unless and until we go for that, we get that, and this life is in vain. Again and again the desire will come, different type of desires, and to fulfill that desire we have to take the birth, and then we have to suffer all the 6 changes of our life. Jayate, asti, vardate, viparyanamate, vipakshiyate, mriyate, all the 6 different changes. We have to take birth and then decay and the ultimate death. We have to go to that round. Once you understand this seriously, then it says renounce. Please give up. And in the first sloka of the Isha Upanishad, it says, Isha vashyamidam sarvam yat kincha yagatyam yagat tena taktena bhunjita magridhakkasya siddhanam. It's a wonderful thing, and this is called spirituality. It's not religion. Religion only the process. It is the culmination, it is the ultimate, and that's called, it is spirituality, adhyatmikata. But then again, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna will explain, but before that, another verse from the Shiva Samhita, it says, to impress on the mind of the people, Chaitanyat Sarvam Utpannam. It says already. Sarvam, everything, Utpannam, created. From where? From Chaitanya. Again it says, Isharadi Jagat Sarvam Atma Vyapya Samantataha Eka Asti Satchidananda Purna Dvaita Vivarjita. Through the Bhakti, we are going to the highest knowledge. Dvaita Vivarjita. Dvaita means there is no two. That's why Swami Vivekananda said, when he realized this truth, he said, my God the poor, my God the downtrodden, my God the illiterate, my God the oppressed, and they are my special object of worship. Can you imagine the words, the revolutionary words? Nobody could utter like that. In any scripture we do not find this. because that is called practical Vedanta. Thousands and thousands of years we are only going on quoting from scripture, not ever trying to understand and realize. Understanding and realization, then only this Vedanta. We constantly read so many scriptures without understanding. Here it says Ishwaradi, right from the Ishvara, right from the God, Jagat Sarvam, down to everything of this universe. Atma Vyapya Samantataha is nothing but the Atman. And then again it says, same thing in a different language. Eka Asti, only one remains. Purna, Dvaita Vivarjita. Purna, it is full. Dvaita Vivarjita, and it is not having two. And what is that? Just to give some idea, Satchit Ananda, right from God down to everything of this universe is saturated by Atman, which is one without a second, complete in every sense, and it is existence, knowledge, bliss, absolute. So from where to where? He was talking about the worship, he was talking about the other things, and suddenly he is taking us, our mind, to the highest realm of religion, highest realm of the spirituality, and this is called spirituality. We talk about religion and spirituality, but spirituality is only the path, only that course we are following. But when we reach over there, we get this idea, this knowledge. And then Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, in his unique way, explains the different stages of human mind. And this is very interesting. Though the human looks same, but they are different. Why they are different? Because of their thought. What are the thoughts? This called, they say, they are indeed bound souls who constantly dwell with lust and greed. They are the bound souls. In Bengali and also in Sanskrit, it's called Baddha Jiva. Bound souls, worldly people, are like silkworms. Sri Ramakrishna is explaining. The worms can cut through their cocoons if they want, but some people, they are constantly afraid when they read like this. Swamiji, then we are all bound people? And you read, then only you will understand. Not that those who are in the samsara or in the household life, they are all Baddha Jiva. No, that is wrong. Sri Ramakrishna's so many greatest the disciples are householders. And he used to go to the one person, and he was a householder. But Sri Ramakrishna used to go, and more than 100 times he has visited. He used to stay in that house. He used to take food from that house. And that is Balaram Bose. And also so many other people. Then what? That means it says about these people who, then Sri Ramakrishna is explaining, like the silkworms. The worm can cut through their cocoons if they want, but having woven the cocoons themselves, they are too much attached to them to leave them. This is the condition of the Baddha Jiva. They create a situation in this world, and then they are bound in that, they cannot come out of that. That is called Baddha Jiva. Then the second stage, it's called free souls, not under control of lust and greed. These free souls, they are not under the control of lust and greed. What are these free souls? That there are some silkworms that cut through the cocoons. They are also from the same place, but they have understood that if I am going to live in these, whatever I have created, I must have to leave it. That is why in the ancient time they gave us the chatur, the 4 stages of life: brahmacharya, garhastha, banaprastha and sannyasa. This brahmacharya means he is getting the knowledge. What is the knowledge? Dharma. First is dharma. First is the duty. What we should do and where we should not. Why we should do and why we should not. That is the training. That's called fast. And second, applying those knowledge to enjoy your life, whatever you are thinking in that way, but with restraint. And then third stage, slowly withdrawing the mind, not at a time, slowly withdrawing the mind, and then finally it goes to sannyasa. Then samyak nyasa, giving up everything, and that's called mukta. Though all of us, we were there, then slowly we are coming up and trying to understand this thing, and this is called mukta jiva. Then he says there are 2 classes of perfect souls, that is siddhya. So first is badhya, bound, second is mukta, free, third is siddhya. Siddhya means perfect souls. And these perfect souls are 2 types. There are 2 classes of perfect souls: those who attain perfection through spiritual practice, and those who attain it through the grace of God. See how so clearly Sri Ramakrishna is explaining. So if this is not the knowledge of spirituality, then what? Unless and until we know our condition, after reading this, after listening to this, if we sit in one corner and ponder and try to understand, then slowly we can understand what is our condition. We need not to disclose it. But at the same time, if we are sincere, if we want to understand spirituality, then these are the only paths and no other way. But in the name of religion, we like to pass time. There are so many other things are there. We are just passing time and we are so engaged, we are so doing so many things, and there we are thinking that we are very happy. You are happy. No problem there. Majority, maximum people, they do it. Why? We will come to that point also in the Bhagavad Gita, and here Sri Ramakrishna is mentioning, why can't we understand this? And when we are listening even, we cannot understand. And we don't like to listen to these also, because so that's why they started. In the beginning it was not there, but afterwards it started all ritualistic thing. And too much of ritualistic thing and constantly ritualistic thing, again bound. Without knowing we are going on doing, and we are thinking these are the only thing we should do. But actually bound where? In our mind. Sometimes we are thinking that we should purchase the land, we should do this, we should do that. That's called baddha jiva. At the same time we are thinking that we will purchase the land and make a temple and then we will do this. Again we are fighting in the election and so many things are going on. What is that? Samsara. In one place we are doing a social structure, another place we are doing a spiritual, religious structure, but what type of action we are doing? The same thing. What happens? Bound. But we think that we are doing religious things. We have to understand this clearly, then only the religion can help us, otherwise not. This baddha, mukta and siddha is perfect souls, and this perfect soul means they are attain perfection through spiritual practices. There are many. They are attaining that perfection. What is that perfection? What is the mukta? Again and again we have to remember it, otherwise there may be some misunderstanding. Perfection means that knowledge that everything is nothing but God. Perfection means that knowledge constantly within us, that all that we see is different manifestation of the same God. So that it comes through practices. The moment we hate, the moment we criticize, the moment we try to bring bad names for the others or creating problem for others, who are others? They are also the manifestation of the same God. The moment we understand these, the peace will come, not only in the individual mind, but also in the whole society. And this is what Swami Vivekananda said, this is the answer to stop the conflicts in the name of religion, politics, economy and society, language. Conflicts and conflicts and conflicts everywhere. And we are cutting the throat of each other. Why? Because we do not know. Both of us are ignorant. And both of us, we are fighting in the name of religion or something else. But we are both are ignorant. These are the knowledge. The moment one can, and that's why it is so very few. And it says, through the grace of God. Some farmers, then explaining, some farmers irrigate their fields with great labor. But there are some who do not have to irrigate at all. Their fields are flooded by rain. What we need? Water. And some people are working very hard to bring water from a distance. And some places are there where it is raining, so they need not to take any trouble to irrigate their field. So that means some people, they are very lucky. But is they really very lucky? No, again karma phala. So we can explain it in this way, that God's grace may come. God can do anything. Suddenly He wants to do, just as a very sinful person, He wants to give them mukti, give him mukti. It can. He is all powerful. But at the same time, if we see the rule, then this karma phala, today one person is enjoying the great benefit without much effort. That means he has done it in the past. And so it is coming down. In the last time in our Sunday course, we were studying these, that this karma phala is not lost, it is always there, and it comes back again and again to us, and unless and until we exhaust that, it goes along with us. So the kripa siddhya, the grace that they are getting from the God, is also to some extent, it may be just grace or the karma phala of the past life. So this is called siddha. Then another type of people, then there is the class of the ever perfect. This ever perfect, they are born in each life with their spiritual consciousness already awakened. This like that. All the apostles, all the direct disciples of the avatars, they are nitya siddhya. Though apparently they are doing so many austerities, so much of austerities they are practicing. They are doing so many things as if, but it is only to teach us, but actually they are nitya siddhya. That's why when these young people started coming to Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Ramakrishna used to tell his householder devotees, feed them and you will get the blessings as if feeding the 10 brahmanas or 100 brahmanas. Like the Narendra, Baburam, Rakhal, all this apparently very simple, but they are the apostles of the God and they are nitya siddhya. Of course, Sri Ramakrishna mentioned some of them as the nitya siddhya, but most of them are nitya siddhya for us because this grace came to them and the perfection came in their life so easily. And they got the blessings of God, Sri Ramakrishna. Here, friends, we find why we are bound. And it says, the Baddha Jiva, Mukta Jiva. Where from their mukti? Where from the liberation? From the bondage. What is the bondage? Desire. Desire for what? For these worldly things. Oh, I want this, I want that, all these things constantly. And why it comes in our mind? Then it says Maya. Daivi esha gunamai momo maya durattaya mameba e prapadyante maya etam tarantite. The Maya, afterwards we will see the definition of the Maya, and it says Daivi esha gunamai is a divine power. So this is here comes actually the main mystery. Why we are suffering? Why we are bound? Because of the Maya. Where from the Maya is coming? From God. And who is helping us to go out of that Maya? God. Now if you ask question, why God is playing like this? And we are suffering. Sri Ramakrishna says that is the will of God. So this is here the wonderful way he is explaining what we have to go to God so that he gives us the freedom from his own power of Maya. Daivi esha gunamai, the divine power Maya, constituted of the three gunas. What are the gunas? The Sattva, Raja and Tama. Mameba e prapadyante. It is difficult to overcome, but whoever takes refuge in me alone, in devotion, overcome it. So Maya, it is permanent. It is permanent in the sense it is beginning with the God. So we do not know when it began, but we know when it ends. The moment we can understand that this is the power of God that is deluding, and that's called the Maya, immediately ceases to work. So this is the power of God, and according to the Niralamba Upanishad, Maya is Brahman Sakasat Nana Vida Jagat Vichitra Nirvana Samartha Buddhi Rupa Brahma Shakti Reva Prakriti. I read it again slowly. Brahmana Sakashat. It is attached with the Brahmana. This Maya. This is a unique way Shankaracharya explained again. Brahmana Sakashat. It is attached with that God or the Brahman. It comes with is creating Vichitra Nirvana Samartha. It can create many things. Buddhi Rupa, its intelligence, and again Brahma Shakti Reva, and this is the power of Brahman. Brahma Shakti Eva. Look at it. This Maya is nothing but the power of Brahman. And this power of Brahman has the knowledge. It can give us the knowledge. It can bind us also. So here we have to understand it very clearly that there are two things given by our Creator. One is the temptation of the temporary things. Another permanent. It's just like that story in the Mahabharata where Arjuna and what's called Duryodhana, both of them, they went to Sri Krishna. Now Sri Krishna in the middle, and then Arjuna and Duryodhana. Sri Krishna is offering them two things. One, God, and with a promise that I won't take part in the war. I am not going to fight. And second, another, there are thousands of trained soldiers. So the temptation, obviously, I have gone to invite Sri Krishna for what? To help me in my war. So obviously the temptation is to get the thousands trained soldiers. Who is giving? Sri Krishna. In another hand, he is telling, I am alone. If you like me, you can accept me also. So just like this, the Brahman is giving this way both the things, but now here we have to utilize our brain. And that is why to utilize the brain, we need to know the clear picture, clear identity of these things. Who can tell us? Sadhu Sangha. Only the realized soul can tell us. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna and all the scriptures of the Hindus, again and again they are telling, holy company, holy company, holy company, satsang, satsang, satsang. Why? Otherwise this. So this again and again, if we read the newspapers, if we get the information from the world, what we hear, all these things were there, but people are suffering everywhere, in different places. Somewhere, for little time, there is some joy, and we think, oh, I am going to enjoy. But again, this darkness comes. So this goes on and on and on. We are not to be afraid of. Only thing we have to understand it properly. That's all. And then what happens? Our minds become free from the attachment. The moment the mind is free from attachment, what happens? We are perfect personality. We can enjoy, we can live with others without affecting by people and also without creating problem for others. That's a wonderful stage of mind, and that is called Jivan Mukta condition. When he is living, he is free. Free from what? The bondage. Bondage of what? The Maya. What is the Maya? It says it is the Brahmana Shakti. Brahmana Saka is the power of Brahman. Nana Bidha Jagat, different type of Jagat. Jagat means the universe. Vichitra, varieties. Nirvana Samartha, creating. How? Just projecting it. But actually who is projecting? Again in the Maya, they are having two power. What? Covering the original thing and then over that superimposing something else. So that is the power of Maya. Why we are explaining this? The moment we understand that it is covering the original thing, then there is a classical explanation everywhere in the Vedanta. It says a rope was there on the road, and one person saw it and thought it's a snake. The rope is the original. When the person saw the rope, what he saw? Snake. Why? Because the original was covered. And then superimposed something which is not there at all. Then snake. And the reaction, fear. But the moment someone came with the light, with the torch, and then showed it, and then immediately with the light he saw that it is nothing but a simple rope. What happened? Joy. The fear gone. But anything changed? Nothing. Then why I was afraid? Why I suffered? Because of my ignorance. So this is called Maya. Where from the ignorance came? Then it says, it is Brahma Shakti Reva, Ma Sharadamani Devi. He came and Sri Ramakrishna is telling that, do you think he is ordinary? She is ordinary? She is my Shakti. And who is Sri Ramakrishna? God himself. And what is the Shakti? This knowledge, Maya. What Maya can do? It can bind, it can give the liberation. So we have to understand this. Again and again, Sri Ramakrishna so nicely introducing the mother, Ma Sharadamani Devi. Very simple. But about it, about this Shakti, in the Chandi, it says, Tvam Vaishnavi Shaktim Ananta Virya. you have tremendous power. Here also we find Niralamba Upanishad, very clearly it says, it can create Nana Vida Jagat Vichitra Nirvana Samartha. Why? It is intelligent, Buddhi Rupa. Sri Ramakrishna introducing Ma Saradamani Devi, she is Saraswati. The Saraswati never read anything. She was not having any simple idea about what is the knowledge, book knowledge. She never attended any school. But Sri Ramakrishna is telling she is Saraswati. And Saraswati gives what? Knowledge. What type of knowledge? Paravidya and Aparavidya. Both the knowledge are coming from the same Saraswati. And it can create, it can destroy. And in this life, in this time, now Sri Ramakrishna is telling Swami Vivekananda, it has become so easy for people to get liberation. Previously the door was closed, it was locked. But now it is only ajar. Just go and push it and it will be open unto you. So that is why it has become so simple, because that Maya which is usually binds, Sri Ramakrishna has made that Maya as mother. I am going to that because to understand the same thing, that abstract idea is taking the life, leaving. And Sri Ramakrishna again and again asking in different places. One lady came to Sri Ramakrishna and told, I am coming, I will be leaving for a pilgrimage to such and such place. I have come to get your blessing. Immediately Sri Ramakrishna told, did you say this inform mother, Ma Saradamani Devi, or no? Oh, go, please go, tell her. If she is pleased, then only all your this thing will be beneficial. Otherwise, simply visiting. So who is actually changing our mind, our attitude? This Mahamaya. Who is this Mahamaya? In the form of Ma Saradamani Devi. That's why Sri Ramakrishna introducing in different way. Sometimes some people who used to live along with mother, they saw mother so many times. Even then doubt came in their minds. So that is the power of Maya. Living with them, even misunderstanding. And she was thinking, sitting by the side of the Ganga. Sri Ramakrishna was highly spiritual man, and Sri Ramakrishna constantly talking about God, and he used to live in this way. But the mother's life is not like that. She is constantly working, thinking for others, and talking just like any ordinary woman, talking about the household life. And then Sri Ramakrishna appeared and told, do you think that she is contaminated, touched by all these things? Look at the Ganga. So many things are flowing. But the Ganga, the Pavani Shakti, the power to give holiness, still there. So like this, it is not only some of the verses that I am quoting, the same thing has been manifested, demonstrated in the life. Only thing we have to understand, here again the Niralamba Upanishad says, Brahmana Sakashat, right from Brahmana, Nana Vida Jagat Vichitra Nirvana Samartha, Buddhi Rupa, Brahma Shakti Reva Prakriti. This is the Prakriti, this is the nature. And then again Vedanta Sar gives another definition of Maya. What is that? Ajnanam tu sad asad vyam anirvachaniyam trigunatmakam jnana virodhi bhava rupam yat kinchit iti badanti. Previously, in the Niralamba Upanishad, it was giving in a more simple way. Here, in the Vedanta Sar, it gives only the hints. What is that hint? It says, Sad Asad Vyam. Sad means it is there, again, it is not there. So, this is very peculiar to understand. It is there and again it is not there. Why? Ajnanam tu sad asadvyam anirbachaniyam. You cannot explain it. What is Maya? This is Maya. No. That is illusion, delusion. You cannot explain it. But you can feel it. There are some people, when they are very thirsty, when they are going in the desert, they see the mirage and they think there is a water. They really see water. They see the people. They see all the palm trees. They see camels. They see the tents. Everything they see. And then when they go over there, they see nothing. Nobody is around. Only the dry desert. So wherefrom they saw it? Imposed. On what they imposed? That which was not there. So when you see the whole universe in this way, either friendly or not friendly, this and that, who sees it? I. How I can see that? Because I have imposed it. He is bad, she is bad, he is good, she is good, this is bad. All these things are nothing but my imposition. I am thinking in that way. So what I have to do? I should do? I must rectify my mind. And how can I do that? Anirbachaniyam. You cannot explain, but you can feel. Feeling where? In the mind. And since I am feeling all those things and getting attracted, and I saw the water over there, I ran over there, exhausting all my power, all my energy. When I reached over there, I saw it's nothing, the dry sands only. So in that way, how can I protect myself? Again, we have to go back to those people who have already crossed this, and they are showing us the path. Who are those? Aptyas, realized souls, and they have been mentioned by Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna as the sadhu. You must have to go back again and again to sadhu sangha, sadhu sangha. What is that? Holy company. And in one place he is telling, somehow you must have the holy company. And you must again and again go to that holy company. Unless and until you are going over there, talking with those people, seeing their lives, you cannot understand. Many people are reading books. Every day thousands of rupees of this type of books are sold all over. The Ramakrishna mission is having so many centers, and from so many centers thousands of books are sold. Why then there is no effect in the society? We all know, we have read. Because you have to understand it properly. Who can give you that explanation? Only person who is living that life. Then only he can understand. Otherwise not. And it remains just some instructions as we read from the books. The first we have to now today, before conclusion, let us summarize what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. He is telling that in a different way, that God can be realized by anyone. Anyone can realize God. How? Through knowledge. How that knowledge will come? Through devotion. This is very speciality. No one will speak like that. Those who are the followers of the path of knowledge, they will only speak about the knowledge, and they will go on stressing on that. No, there is no other way. Only you have to follow this. And those who are the followers of the Bhakti Yoga, they will only speak about Bhakti, and they don't like to listen anything about the path of knowledge. Vichara, Jnana, Brahman, nothing. Then what remains? Sri Ramakrishna said, through Bhakti we can go to knowledge. What we need? Sincerity. This is the first thing. And through Anuraga, Anuraga means one-pointed devotion. And today I am going to this place, today I am going to that place, then I am going over there, everywhere I am going and trying to get something. No. Anuraga means this is my, first you have to go and see, oh, these are the things. That's why first liking. I started feeling, liking, these are the things I liked. Second, love. And third, total concentration on the object of love. That is called Anuraga. And that Anuraga brings knowledge. What is that knowledge? God is only everywhere, every moment in different name and form. But that is the whole thing. That through devotion we reach to that one absolute, which is named as Brahman or Atman or Paramatman, sometimes God. And secondly, it says different conditions of mind, that is bound soul, free soul, ever free, that. Now we have to stand before a mirror and you have to judge. Who is that mirror? Our own mind. And without telling it to others, we have to understand what is our present position. What is the condition? Unnecessarily show up that I am a very holy person, religious person. No, I have to understand myself, and that is very, very important. That is Baddha Jiva, Mukta Jiva, Sadhana Siddha. And then Kripa Siddha. Had we been the Kripa Siddha, that is a different thing. If we had the Nitya Siddha, never bound, different, but we are not. Okay, then shortlisted. There were 5, now we come to 3. What is? One is Baddha, then Mukta and Sadhana Siddha. We are not Baddhas. Why? As because we are not feeling there is no God. I don't believe in God. I only live in this life and I like to enjoy this life. We are not like that. But at the same time, we are not conformed. We are not completely telling that I know there is God, I only live for God. No. Then in between, this Baddha and Mukta, that's called Mumukshuta. And from that Mumukshuta, I am a student. I am not a doctorate, I have not got all the knowledge, and I am not ignorant either. I am not fully knowledgeable person, I am not ignorant either. I am not Baddha, at the same time I am not Mukta. What is my condition then? In between. So what I should do? Now Sri Ramakrishna's words. First go and listen. See the life of a holy man, how he lives, how he is Samadarshita, how he is considering everyone as the same, how he is living the life. He is in everything, but without any attachment. Get the inspiration, guidance. And then come and try to impose all these things within you. And then this mumukshata takes to the mukti. So that is, as Swami Vivekananda said, my plan of campaign. Campaign against what? They say campaign, the word is used in the war only. The military army people, they only use this word campaign. Is going marching to fight with somebody. We are also going to fight. Swami Vivekananda said, with what? With ignorance. What is that ignorance? Our desires. And then this is our condition. I don't know if you are already Siddha, I don't know, but I consider myself in the condition of this, Baddha and Mukta in between. And in between is nothing wrong, it's a very good position. And here, slowly, if we can understand that these are the things going to make me suffer, I won't go there. And these are the things, if I continue, then I am going to be liberated, getting free. Because I have understood this worldly life is nothing but sufferings. This thing is nothing, with all this multifarious thing, ultimately it brings only sufferings. If we can understand this, then we will go for the truth And for that, the beginning is we have to start liking the life of spirituality, and after liking, develop the love for it, and after the love, intense love for that one object. Thank you very much. In the next day again, we will discuss. Let us offer our pranam to the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, whose wonderful words we were reading and discussing. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampa dhrita vigraham vai Ishavataram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namama. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat.